Hey guys, how you doing? Yalak here, and in today's video I was going to show you, well, I already did a video which I deleted. It was on my mid-level account showing the wonderfulness of this new the return of Speed Serum gunboat ability. Speed bonus 300%, which is an additional bonus on top of your regular full speed, so 100% for, let's say, warriors, because there are 10 million videos of warriors with Speed Serum out there right now, and I did one this morning, and I'm not really going to do that. But so your regular 100% speed with warriors, and then throw on another 300%. So 400% total. And it is in fact amazing, and I showed my level 50 account taking down about 10 or 15 bases with this, including some that there was an example of a base which I didn't get the Speed Serum down because I was on a phone menu trying to pay a bill, and I was trying to do two things at once, and so I ended up getting distracted at exactly the wrong moment and threw one too many shocks as my warriors were coming out of smoke. Threw one too many shocks and had no GBE left for Speed Serum, and failed because my baby warriors, level 14 I want to say, didn't have the damage to take down that HQ. So then went back and did it. There's the dog. Went back and did it again, but properly, while not trying to pay bills on the phone, and beat it promptly. And then did imitation game, but that video was long and clunky, and we want to keep it shorter. So without further ado, what I was going to show you, why am I going here? Because I can just go here. So 3 hits, and 2 of them I will show the warrior hits quickly just cause, but that's not really what I wanted to show. Well, first of all, this guy has an ice base, and last night he had a shield, and yesterday this base looked rather intimidating, as you can imagine it would. It's pretty well organized. 2 dooms, rockets all to the back, shock launchers pretty far back, 5 ice, 1 of them boosting, and this with a shield is a fairly rough go. But without a shield, well, I mean, I think you see the way around this that I was seeing. That was pretty annoying. That barrage took out like none of the mines that I wanted to, but rather than go back and start over, I figured, screw it, this is not going to take that much GBE. It's a quick run up the middle of the base, no further mines to deal with, and so just went ahead with the hit. And sure enough, even with the 5 ice, just a couple shocks needed here. Speed Serum, I like to throw it after I get the shocks down because it also speeds up. You'll notice that tower is flashing. Look how quickly that HQ went down. That's with 2 health and 1 of those boosted. So yeah, when you throw Speed Serum, it also speeds up the towers in its vicinity where it lands, and they will kill you faster. So I like to get the shocks down onto the things that are of a concern to me, whatever troop type I'm dealing with, in this case warriors obviously, and then throw the Speed Serum after when those towers are not going to be able to take advantage of it, and I will. This guy has a shield, and somewhere back in here he had ice statues. There's a health guardian, which means he has at least 3, because he's going to have a health masterpiece plus a damage masterpiece. I only see 5 offense up top, so who knows how much ice he has stashed away back in these trees. I mean, we all know they have it, it's just a question of where they're keeping it. So this guy, I had planned on waiting till I was boosting and going back to his shield, smashing that, coming back to the HQ, smashing that up, but then I figured, what the heck, let's just skip to the punchline and try to go straight through the shield, which we do fairly successfully here. Doesn't work in all cases. I tried this on another base and was not achieving the same kind of damage, and so died. Got through the shield in about half the HQ health, but in this case, look how many warriors there are still left out there. And so that was warriors with a shield, and who knows how many ice. It could be up to 5, but could not possibly tell. But then what I really wanted to show was this video. Speed Serum with not warriors. It works with all kinds of fun things. I used it last night against a pretty heavy ice base using tanks. I never used tanks, but the base seemed to be calling for it, and used the Speed Serum to get my tanks up off the beach fairly quickly and eating into the base defenses. That worked pretty well, and the only reason I didn't finish that attack is that I ended up running out of time. By the time I cleared all the towers I need to and got the shield down, I needed maybe 20 more seconds, so I can try that base again, same approach, maybe with a Masterpiece boost on later, and that one should go down too. So good for tanks, good for warriors, good for Zookas, good for pretty much all the troops, really. So here was a fun base. In this case, I'm using HRCZM because I'm counting on having to take some fire from this area because this guy has decided to cluster all of his range towers under this sky shield. And over here, to defend against warrior attacks, he has his microwaver, which I actually tried that attack this morning with the warriors and did not pull it off. Lost bullet. Actually, bullet peaked on the walk and the shock blaster got him, and so yeah, that's always a disappointing thing when you're trying to run warriors. But anyway, so I tried that and tried with the tanks, which did not work out at all, and I barely got around the corner before I decided I was done with that because I don't like tanks. And then I went back to my old standby, which is this beautiful little HRCZM walk. They curve around the corner, and we're in a nice position over here. I have a ton of GBE. I took out one of the rocket launchers, and then we're just going to try to pick at the corners of this configuration with the shocks. So I can't throw the shocks onto these things, but I can throw outside of the sky shield radius, and try to protect myself that way. So using the Speed Serum, as we came out of smoke, you saw, using the Speed Serum to speed things up immensely so that my troops, rather than standing out there and getting shot for longer, there we go, we're trying to speed things up over that side. I'd hope to get a few more of these Zookas over here too, but didn't work out, but it didn't really matter because we've got a bunch of troops and shocks are cheap, so that's fun. And I need a couple of shocks back here, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not sure that clustering those defenses under the sky shield like that was a great idea. It certainly didn't work out for him here. It does appear to present a problem, but with the cheap shocks, it's actually kind of a benefit. Other times that might have been a better way to go, but in this case, not so much. So yeah, Speed Serum with warriors, Speed Serum with tanks, Speed Serum with anything you like is a good thing. And there, I'm going to be that guy because if you know me at all, I love my RCZM. I'm going to show you that it is great with HRCZM also. There's that moment when you come out of smoke, in that kind of an attack where you've smoked to one of the sides, you come out of smoke and you've got all your troops ideally, and you can deal a massive amount of damage there because you've got rifles, you've got Zookas. Having the Speed Serum to throw to add onto that effect is a really, really good thing. So, moral of this story, Speed Serum is a really, really good thing if you use it properly. Don't forget that it does speed up defensive towers too, and that can be disastrous. Like, for example, on an operation hit I did the last time we had Speed Serum months ago, where I used it before getting the shocks down. Note that I like to get the shocks down first now because I threw the Speed Serum first and it landed. I'd already lost the delay on a long walk, and rockets just turned around instantly and fired before I could get my shocks in place. So yeah, don't do that. I recommend getting the shocks out first so that the Speed Serum benefits you and not the defenses, or at least not the defenses that matter. I don't care if a boom cannon is firing faster into my face, but rockets, on the other hand, often a problem. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I'm not going to run you through the whole imitation game thing because that's kind of boring, and it's a very easy imitation game. I do recommend Warriors. I did it with the level 50 account, no problem. Also, I recommend not being on phone menus when you try to play the game. So, that's the sort of advice that a Yalak would be giving out, and that's it for today. I'm out. Have a great one.